I don't remember that. That's long ago, ages ago.
They have a 20-1 record against you, and you've never beaten them, you know, on home turf, etc., etc. And it's like, yeah, I don't care. You know, a win's a win, a loss is a loss. All we need are placements in these big tournaments. We'll get ourselves into things here. Game 1, 2-game series, group stage for the Riyadh Masters at the Esports World Cup. It's Quest up against Tundra. We've already got ourselves smoked up and kind of getting wards down. Noob faking it in the mid lane, pretending to be here, planting observers, but he's not.
Yeah, it's the common. We always see him put a ward and then wait for the smoke to run out. And right before the smoke runs out, they start running back. So it looks like they are making a mistake. But I haven't seen anyone fall for it. Every player knows that, yeah, that's how you fake your ward. So no sentries being wasted so far. I doubt that Tundra are going to fall for this one as well.
All it takes is one time, though, right?
Yeah, you do everything you can. You try and be deceptive.
Because we know that, you know, especially for warding and especially for like pre-creep spawn moves and warding, it's like one of the easiest things to go back and watch replay for, right?
Yeah.
It's something that every coach is like, okay, this is what they do. You talked about Heroic making that sweeping move through the enemy ancients, that kind of thing. You're just going to know it will happen because you've, you know, watched the tapes. You've seen it happen before.
The next level play would be to just, if you see someone do this and they fake, you deward the other side of the river, of the mid lane. Because every time I've seen this, people are doing it on the side where they don't have a ward, because obviously they don't want to get dewarded. So Noob did just fake that he was planting a ward on the bottom side of the mid. So if Radiant were 5-head, they would put a sentry on the top side of the river as a reaction to seeing him fake it bottom.
But Waga, what if he wasn't faking?
Oh my god!
What if he actually put the
or what if it was double faking, Gareth?
Oh, he would never do that.
Yeah.
You'd never download a car. You would never double fake a ward.
I mean, you can get into all that. You get mind games on mind games, or you can just body check if the tower attacks you on mid lane, which is the more common things we see players doing. Mid warding is honestly so complex lately. That's why we see a lot of these wards being put towards the rune spots instead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get into that kind of game theory thing, right? Where if both teams or both players are doing the same thing, you need that kind of unexpected value to come from somewhere else.
Yeah, nice grab on the bottom rune by Pure. Gonna use a stun there on the Beastmaster, who is looking like he wants to bully a little bit before CK comes back to the lane. He does have his little zoo here. I'm a bit scared though. Pure just walking forward.
Yeah, no cares. Oh, what's Chen got? Little satyr up top. Interesting. So when I have seen Chen recently, and I'm talking about like 2-3 games maybe, the Chen has sent this mana burn creep mid and just zapped the enemy mid laner. Oh, is Omar dying down bottom? Actually, the Snapfire is a punch away from death, but Whitemon can't quite catch up to her.
Yeah, a lot of damage coming out. ET is so strong when he just chases you down like that. He has the Windlace as well. But yeah, you were saying?
Yeah, but now the Chen's sending his creep up top. Why would you not want to just keep zapping Topson's mana? Is this because you feel like top lane's going to go a little poorly if you don't?
I think you end up having no impact on your own lane, really, if you do it. And his creep does get sniped by Hoodwink. There's a little bit of a bounty claimed by Hoodwink. You can, of course, grief the mid laner by doing this, the sending creeps, but I'm not sure that it's worth it. I've played against my man Snith has done it against me, and ultimately I feel like if I'm a mid laner, I'm just saying, you know what? Okay, do that. See what happens. I'm gonna be fine probably, and you're gonna lose your lane because you're not doing anything.
Well, you see a Chen, and I'm like, oh, I'm picking Huskar. Burn my mana now.
Yeah, that's true. Immunity.
Well, down the bottom, a lot of damage being taken into Pure, and to back up and heal. There's just a lot of early pressure from both of these side lanes, outputting quite a lot of damage, even just at level 1. And now we're cracking level 2 on some of these, even more coming. Kind of cool to see Ramsey's adaptation here, though. We see a lot of the Mars going just 4-4-0, raw damage, but Bulwark early on against the Wind Ranger going to help out a lot.
Yeah, but not enough. He's going to go down here, I think. The slow coming in from the Penitence and the power shot, just too much for him to handle. Couldn't get away. And this is not what you want to do. Skilling Bulwark is... Oh yeah, he goes down too.
Oh, Pure. Down we go. Yeah. 2 cores in the side lanes being pummeled by Quest.
Right, good start for Quest here. Getting off to a decent start is important with their draft. Like we mentioned going into this, they need a good tempo. They need the first 20 minutes to be them in control.
And that's honestly really, really rare. Pure dying there is like kind of unheard of, right? We've talked about his KDA, his death stats have been like 1.5 per game, and that's already one. You know, 3 minutes in, you got like half a death left in you.
Yeah, he generally has been playing absolutely stellar here. This tournament has not died much at all. See the Lotus here gonna get grabbed up by the ET. I think some of it comes back to just Beastmaster Snapfire. The combo is very, very good, and there's a reason that I hyped it up when we saw them grab these two heroes first.
It's just like the range at which you can start things off, where it's pretty nice.
Yeah, good continuous damage as well. He didn't go for the Shredder in this case, but even if you keep fighting, the Boar and the Hawk, you kind of lose out on the trade.
And you're a double melee lane. Having some difficulties there. In the mid, Zeus 18-5 against this Void Spirit of Noob, who is 15-1. I've not been a big fan of Void Spirit, but we did have no one prove me absolutely wrong. I think back in the play-ins, right, where he popped off completely and had a great game. Is this a game where you can envision Void Spirit? Oh, is bottom lane pop it off again onto Pure? The damage from Malik and Omar, another kill.
Whitemon.
I do trade. Does Malik get the second one though with a Hawk landing?
He's
not
gonna
quite.
be fine. That's another kill in the carry though. Huge start here for Malik. Getting off to a great start, and he already has his boots arriving. Tough for Pure. He does have TP already, so he's gonna come back. Touching back on the Void Spirit here. I think this is a game where you could see Void Spirit have pretty good impact, because you always want a hero who can jump the backline against the Zeus. And they need someone who can initiate. So Void Spirit has that mobility and can be something that starts the fight for them.
So why, for instance, the Void Spirit and not like a Puck or something, which we've seen a bit more of?
Puck is just too abusable in laning stage, is why people shy away from it. If it was stronger in lane, we would see it played a lot more, because it scales in to be really strong later on. But Void Spirit, he's hard to harass. You can't do that much to his Resonant Pulse spam, the continuous barriers.
Jeez, this Chen. I'm dishing some serious damage onto 9 class.
Yeah,
Tier 2000. I tried to catch up there to finish off the Hoodwink. 9 class now kind of stuck under tower, healing up, trying to give Mars a bit of last hitting going on up top. And even with a couple of deaths that they've suffered here as Tundra, they're still last hitting pretty well.
Pure again.
Oh, is Pure gonna die once more? He's low. Malik chasing this one, not able to take him down, and the turnaround from Whitemon and Pure. No, Malik's gonna survive. They kill Whitemon, and Pure is now out of lane.
He does have a salve again, so he's gonna salve and tangle, but this is painful. He's just using resources to stay alive down here. Very difficult for him to even get to see us properly.
Oh.
Zeus ulti.
Did it really kill someone?
There.
No.
I think he expected somebody to be low there, but he's gonna start planning enough HP.
And Beastmaster was low, like 30 seconds or so ago, but okay, it's just an attempt from Thompson.
Yeah, he
Omar coming in mid.
TP'd on the Beastmaster, so that probably baited him. He thought that he was gonna get the beast kill.
Right. Yeah, like if he goes back to tower, tries to salve, something like that, tank going up, maybe he dies.
Yeah. Double stack on the Ancients by Beastmaster as he heads back to the lane. This is great for him. He has a big fallback economy here to go for as well. And he's doing great in lane. As we have the comparison here from mid.
Oh, top. Tier 2000 being run at now. Oh, the Chen left the lane, tried to swing into mid, but Tundra very quickly punished these moves.
That's good play by 9 class, and Ramsey's finally finding a moment here. First win for them in the laning stage. Otherwise, been a pretty tough off lane for them. Mars is getting a lot of farm though. He is actually out CSing the Wind Ranger. And that's what you expect from Ramses. This guy knows how to farm. Take a carry player, put him on the off lane. Honestly, carry and off lane is not that dissimilar anymore. It's just the hero base that you play is very different, but the mechanics of it's pretty similar.
Yeah, there was even a period where it felt like offlane had it easier than the safe lane did as well. And thinking about the kind of Nightfall Ramses pure swap around and rolls, Amar and his I think Amar and his hero pool really showed that the offlane can be played as a carry.
Yeah, you mean the time when Amar was like spamming Razor offlane and carrying every single game, playing a bunch of different carry heroes? Yeah.
Well, even just playing Tide and buying Satanic first item, you know?
Yeah. I mean, offlane in general is a role that has gone greedier over the years, for sure. Nowadays, mid is basically the most sacrificial of the core roles.
Yeah. I mean, there was a time back in the old Dota days where offlaners would be, you know, level 1, 3-4 minutes in, cutting holes in the trees to try and leech experience.
Yeah, the reason they call it the suicide lane, you didn't want to go there, it's too spooky. You get sent alone versus 3 heroes.
Yeah, it was nasty stuff. And those heroes were like Undying Visage Drow or something, you know? The real monsters of the tri lanes back then. Nowadays, very much the 2-1-2 setup. No junglers anymore. No tri lanes.
Noob with a bit of harass onto Topson, who's going to try and check top rune, but he will run into 2 mana burners if he goes up here.
Jeez, and 9 class getting cookied and blasted down by Omar. And 5 kills for Cross so far. 3 points in the scatter blast is going to finish him quite quickly there. He was in here and blocked up the camp on Whitemon, by the way, so the entrance hasn't been dewarded yet. They did ping it, so I don't know if they did a fail stack and realized that it has been blocked. So you said the onus is kind of on Quest here to bring the tempo right. When does that begin? They've had a decent laning stage already, but when do the big moves really come?
Quite soon. The laning stage is about to break open here as we're 8 minutes in. Soon the Void Spirit is going to go into full roaming mode, and once we have the ulti on Snapfire, they will be quite ready to take the action here.
Oh, nearly. 9 class nearly had a catch on the snap. Topson also moved across here, but no grab. Tundra's trying to preempt the early moves out of Quest, as Noob considering the steal on the bounty rune, but he jumps away very swiftly.
Topson does a good job defending his rune, gonna get that, so Noob is then gonna have to run for the other bounty rune instead. And the ward block on the Ancient has been cleared up by Omar, so they can keep stacking. Already have a quad stack over on the other side. Actually, excuse me, that is a pentastack. There are 3 big black dragons there, which also means they have the 3 Rs. Oh, is it 3? Hold up. It's so hard to see when it's paused. The game got darker.
The game's darker. They're all clipping in on top of each other.
Yeah,
right, looking at the far right hand side. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know. Ah, okay. It somehow just doesn't show one of the auras on the dragons themselves. That's why I got confused. But yeah, it's already a 5 stack. Huge amount of gold. Yeah, if you click on the black dragon,
Ancient Ice Shaman. Yeah.
Yeah, then you only see 2 armor buffs on the black dragon, but you click on another creep and you see 3 dragon auras. Of course, the armor aura does stack from the black dragon, so if you stack a lot of them, it can physically be really hard to kill them. Not going to be a problem for Beastmaster though, as he will just wild axes spam them.
Let's do the magic damage. I was curious that it doesn't show the buff on the bar, but it shows the +3 over in there. That armor value there.
I guess
that looks like
they themselves already have it. It's like guaranteed.
It's like an innate part of their bodies. Tanky dragon scales. Well, back into things here. Yeah, 2 deaths on Pure. 1 on the Wind Ranger. I better start from Quest. I do need to spice things up a little bit. You know, looking at tier 1 towers in particular to make a move and open up this map for themselves after these key item timings, of course, that you're mentioning. They'd love to clear out these stacks, get the Beastmaster up and ready with that Aghanim Scepter. And Void Spirit, well, he'd love to get to Echo Saber, but he's being run at here. Does dodge the stomp, jumps down to bottom room to take the haste, speeds away, thinks about rejoining, and Whitemon with the kisses over the top. Oh, the Snapfire. Unloads the payload, kills off the ET. That haste rune is so valuable for this Void Spirit, though.
Top lane Ramsey's dodging the power shot here as well as he's being pressured in his lane. The creeps are here from Chen. Mars trying to hold his own here, but the mana burn spam does have the combo if he wants to, but he would have Soul Ring to catch people. His HP just not high enough to do that.
Someone cancelled the TP up top as well. They were thinking about it. Maybe if they got that arena landed, they would have made the play forward. But in this case, yeah, Mars back to Fountain, heal back up. Can think about where he wants to plant himself on the map right now, as it looks like Pure has finally got himself a bit of breathing room down south, pushing that wave all the way into the tier 1 down bottom.
Doing a good job just going for a tower as well. He's trying to keep his catapult alive as much as he can, recognizing people aren't playing on bottom right now, so he wants to be as confident as possible against the Beastmaster in the 1v1 here. Smoke is coming from both teams. Topson is spotted.
Oh, hello. On the high ground is Omar.
Malik has to run. They want him.
And it's been kind of nice from Tundra here. making these kind of preemptive moves, you know, expecting Quest to have the itch to want to go and fight. And now they're able to protect Pure down bottom. And I guess this move is also a, you know, kill a hero and contest stacks, right? You're going to go in, hunt for these stacks, maybe try and steal them as well.
Yeah, ideally they get in there before these Ancients are cleared out, but Beastmaster already starting out. Now he realizes the tower is in jeopardy. Let's get this Ancient stack before it gets exposed to the Radiant. And in fact, Radiant are going to make a move up to top instead. So making a full rotation here for the tier 1 top tower. They would like TA2000 as well, but they've already been scanned out.
Yeah, scanned, scouted, 4 heroes up top. Not going to be able to latch onto anyone. Yeah, good reads from Quest. You know, good moves from Tundra to try and set the pace of this game themselves. But Quest fully understanding what's going on, taking their own stacks, getting TA2000 out of a sticky spot up top. And quite a bit of wasted time from Tundra here as they're, you know, sharing farm across a couple of cores.
It's a bit scary to push. They have more and more kisses here if Void initiates.
Yeah, straight in. Onto the Mars. Blasted by the power shot and the kisses as well. Down goes Ramses and Pure. The last couple of shots landing. He dodges the Shackle shot with the Phantasm. Turns around with some good damage on the Wind Ranger. Not enough to finish her off though. And now the second turnaround here from Quest will bring down the Chaos Knight as Whitemon has wandered into the middle of 4. Maybe wanting to punch down TA2000, but he's been met by some serious resistance. Slain with 3 heroes gone.
Wow, they punished that so hard. Beastmaster didn't even TP, and they get 3 kills. The Snapfire ulti there, showing exactly why Snap is a high priority hero.
And they're going again. I mean, Ramsey's just respawned. Noob going onto that tier 1 tower, really laying it on thick here. And it's Tundra kind of scrambling to fight back.
Yeah, they have to know their limits though. They can't really keep diving here without Beastmaster into respawn. So backing out, PSG handling this very well. We can see a bit of a replay for the initiation there. They caught the initial jump there with the Void Spirit. So good for setting up the Snapfire. Meanwhile, the Beastmaster is just 600 gold away from his Aghanims. Very good timing for him. He's very on track.
This is going to start getting really freaking scary for Tundra. The auras are stacking up, the damage is stacking up. You've got, you know, a little Shredder to really amp up the Wind Ranger's presence in the team fights. Beastmaster and Snap bringing all that magic damage. The backline stab for this Voice Spirit has found target after target. And Pure, he's being jumped on again. I don't know if they thought he was safe in the safe lane, but that's a bit of a misnomer now. Quest, bring the numbers.
It's so difficult to get an armlet toggle out against this as well with little Chen creeps there. He had the armlet for a top fight and for this fight, but just can't really stay alive using it.
Mid lane, Thompson, stays alive and turns with his buddies to kill off Noob. And TA2000 has TP'd in here, trying to drag the wave away from the tier 1. A flurry of pings though, as it looks like Thompson is telling them to charge forward to kill this Wind Ranger.
Yeah, he's happy as his regen rune, so he can just play quite aggressively here. Gonna zone her out and they will take the tier 1 tower, but bottom tower did fall, so losing a little bit of space. And ironically, the bottom lane gets a little bit safer after a tier 1 tower falls for Pure here. He can farm close to his tier 2 tower, get this, and then pop into jungle again. Meanwhile, having a pretty quiet game, and we haven't said too much. Ramses is 200 gold away from his blink, so definitely not doing too shabby either, and we'll probably see him enable himself once he gets it.
Yeah, it just feels like this is one of those games where Tundra need 1 or 2 good fights before BKBs are here from Quest. Because they rely so heavily in this kind of early game on that magic damage from the Zeus and the ET amping it up. And Mars, of course, bringing that as well.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of time before the BKBs, though. They have a lot of items they want first. The Void Spirit showing that he wants to go Echo Saber into Manta style, so he's gonna take a while. The Beastmaster, of course, goes for Aghanims into Blink next, and Wind Ranger queuing up that Gleipnir, so none of them are really going for like a second item BKB coming in.
Okay. A fair amount of time here for Tundra to maybe exploit the window. Playing with their vision up in that top jungle. They see the Wild Wings moving. A Chen creep comes across. Zeus trying to get away from the grasp of Noob, but he dissimulates equally away from Tundra. Kisses are coming in. 9 class, sharpshooting, arena drop to try and protect Thompson, but he's sniped out by the Wind Ranger. Earth Splitter trying to land on Noob, but not enough damage to finish him off. And they'll slight Whitemon here as well. 2 kills as Quest bring 5 heroes to match Tundra's move.
I Great vision as well. That ward that they placed, the Ducalis had a good ward down. They had a good read. They used the Void Spirit as an elusive frontliner who could get away. Not an ideal target for the Mars to jump, as he could maybe dodge with the Dissimulate. If they had vision on him, perhaps they would have caught him, but just outplayed here by Quest. Quest coming in and taking over the game in a good way. 12-3 against Tundra, who have been looking so dominant.
It's incredible, yeah, and kind of a moment of fortune here as well, as they just get kills, win a team fight, go into Roche. Omar was setting up for Radiant Roche in, like, 5 minutes time. He placed Observer Ward down there. He's kind of like, oh, we're going to go down there in 5 minutes. Nah, you win a team fight, take the Aegis, get this Beastmaster into a position where, like, Malik is unkillable, and he has 2 lives, so he's just going to walk at all your towers like a freaking bulldozer.
Oh,
tier
God,
2000.
they're so deep.
They're trying to snipe out the Wind Ranger, but she's got what? Bracer, Vitality Booster, very tanky.
It's risky positioning. Void Spirit can reach them.
Yeah, they can just come straight in through the river. Migrating down into this mid lane, kill off the Zeus. 9 class also in trouble, attempting the TP home. The magic damage and now the Shackle Shot cancels it out.
Oh, it's a disaster. They're all falling right now. They do get a deny on the top tower, which is nice, but at the same time, they're bleeding way too many kills there, especially with the lineup that they're having on the side of Tundra. Sure, you're stronger late game, as I said, but not if you don't get there in a decent shape. Even top lane, Ramses has to defensively ult.
Oh, puts the green on the floor to try and heal up and blink away, but that's not what you want to be doing as a Mars.
And he has to TP out as well, because they're cutting off his retreat path here, so he doesn't have TP available now.
Incredible. Yeah, I'm just thinking back to like how this has all happened, right? It was a good laning stage from Quest, but it was these kind of failed smoke ganks and moves from Tundra because of the read of Quest to kind of back up and sit defensively in the pocket. Not allowing these moves to happen means Tundra have had no real way to play Dota.
Yeah, they've had a really good read on the 5-man moves, and they've been a little bit better at grouping up. They do lose Noob here on mid lane. Kill potential still there. Chain stuns coming in.
It looked pretty close to them killing off Pure, though. You kill Pure another time there. Would have been a great move from Quest.
Yeah, but now you gave away something instead. It's over 800 gold going the way. There are 3 bounty runes down here, as nobody has checked that one piece gets found by Tundra. It's plenty of gold.
Now, you've made that joke before, and I kind of let it slide. It's just one piece, the treasure?
Yes.
Little treasure quest? Okay.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
That's what they're hunting for, the greatest treasure. Honestly, anytime it's like 4 or 5 is a true One Piece. 3, it's a lot of gold. Maybe not a true One Piece, though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've not watched many anime shows. I did try and watch the live action of One Piece. 2 episodes in, I got kind of tired. Started falling asleep.
Well, not for all.
Just
I mean, 2 episodes is nothing. You watch the anime, it's what, over 1,000 episodes or something? I haven't watched it though.
That right there is like one of the primary reasons I've not got into like anime and manga, because once I start, I have an addictive personality. Once I start, I all in. I'm just all in on it. I'll buy all the books. Oh, you got 5,000 episodes to read or watch? Hell yeah, count me in.
Ramses was awkwardly spotted there by an observer ward for a while. And the Wind Ranger thinking about catching him, but the blink to safety. They're making a play to steal the opponent's Tormentor here. Quest going for a little bit of theft. Always love to see it. But what are they going to do inside of Tundra? I think they got a good read on it. They're going to smoke over there. Quest got to get out.
Time to tactically retreat.
Do have the Aegis, of course. So, strong frontliner. With the shield as well, the ice armor.
Oh, he's incredibly tanky. And also that Whispers of the Dread as well for even more magic damage too. And they're still sticking around here. Radiant scan them up so they know that Quest are lurking. And it looks like Tundra are trying to kind of wrap around here, or is Pure just going back here to farm in the northern jungle? What's he up to?
They don't want any of this. Again, they smoked and decided against it. It's gonna be 9 class walking in alone here. Tanks the gank. Not really protecting someone though. Mid Ramses. Blinks the Gleipnir here.
It's like Scooby-Doo. Everyone split up, look for clues. They're going to be met by this TA2000 Wind Ranger. Trying to catch up to Ramses, but can't really latch properly. And Kisses launched out as well by Omar.
Some optimistic ultis coming in here. The focus fire only landing like Malik? 2 auto attacks.
Now Malik is in as well. And he's kind of 1v4 right now. Beastmaster down.
Alone.
Aegis gone. Wind Ranger and Snapfire are not coming to help him. Malik is dead twice.
Costly moves here from Quest, stretching at straws here, trying to catch Euros, and instead they find a brick wall.
Well, that was interesting.
Yeah, I think they're really feeling the urge that they need to win early game.
Noob's dead as well.
Oh no. These pickoffs. He was just under a ward and gets punished. The Atos coming in from Hoodwink. Good setup.
All
These
that
are
work.
super costly kills.
All that work, and what did it get them? Absolutely nothing. I mean, quests were looking so good. Weird laning stage, start pressuring. You've got Tundra, you know, bunkering down. They're afraid. You've killed Pure 4 times, which is unheard of in these games. And now look at Pure. Look at him. He's running at your tier 3s. Ramses is here with an arena. Ducalis is Chen. He's being sliced and diced by illusions. And even with the hand of God and the heals out of his mech, he dies. The roar from Malik, though, back onto Pure. Turnaround time. Quest going to try and punish them and make them pay. Kill the Chaos Knight, and Ramses will follow as well. Back and forth game here. It looks like Quest will get their revenge. A triple kill for Malik. WTF, says Ducalis. All for me for what?
Ducalis living up to what we've heard from some of the interviews here. Some all chat coming in as they're still chasing.
They want the team wipe. They want it, but I don't know if they'll have it.
A little scurry, gets himself to safety. I think he's gonna be fine. Huge punishment though. Oh, all that could have been protected, by the way, if Pure reacted in time. He didn't get his Manta out before the Beastmaster got his ulti on him. If he got the disjoint on the Beastmaster ulti, he could maybe have run up that cliff, run to safety, but they had to take the fight on the low ground. He meant that only after he was down to 200 HP on CK, and then the fight is just it's impossible. Yeah. It's a horrible place to be against an Aghanim's Beastmaster.
And then the chase. It's such a good draft for chasing people. Yeah, oh well, with a little...
Back and forth game, you say. A little bit interesting decisions here. Fighting behind the tier 2 tower. Over-aggressive moves by both teams.
But it kind of comes back to what you were saying, right? You've said it a couple of times now where Quest, maybe not feeling the pressure, but understanding the limitations and necessities of their draft, right? They want to finish this game, you know, minute 35, pretty much. Whereas Tundra are trying to get back into the game and making these wild decisions to... Like, fighting by enemy tier 3, even if you lose the fight, it means they are not at your base, which is... I'm not going to call it a win, but it's a small little factor here that Tundra are trying to play into.
Definitely. Being on the forefront is a good thing. Now, going behind the towers is, you know, maybe too much on the forefront, but I definitely agree with your point that they didn't really lose an objective. They only lost the kills, so they can still get out on the map on the side of Tundra, and overall, just sitting in base is not going to net you anything. The Zeus ulti did scout everybody, so Tundra should be safe down on bottom, but there's a ward behind them.
Malik just... wandering down lanes. Everyone's behind him.
That's a little bit of an item update. We have the Aghanims on Zeus, of course. The Orchid is complete on the CK now. The Void Spirit still doesn't have his Manta style. He's about 1,000 gold away.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
2 minutes till Roche spawn. Could be up now, though. And probably looking for teams to set up. Yeah, nighttime just comes in, so top left corner. Radiant Vision is up there.
This is time to dodge for Tundra. There is double BKB. The Beastmaster has his 9-second BKB, and Wind Ranger has her fresh BKB as well. So you don't want to fight into the 5-man of Quest right now. You got to keep working on items, split the map a bit. That does mean that they're going to take down the tower, and of course Roche could already be spawning in the player's point of view. We know it's 140 until then.
Yeah, no way of contesting that. Bottom tier 2 tower. Just poke back the creep wave, stay in your base. Try and get a bit of farm on that left side of the map. Tundra, one of these teams, though, that if they feel like they're strong, they've got an opportunity to go, they're going to use it. And a Scythe of Vice, first item pretty much for Mars. That's Ramses. He's ready.
Crazy early. This is usually an item you get to shut down elusive heroes, and they are against a Wind Ranger and Void Spirit, who can both be tricky to catch otherwise. So we'll see what we can do with this. This is a big investment in catch. Could have been a full Greaves coming in, or building towards Pipe to counter out the Aghanims on the Beastmaster, which we've seen be very successful before as counter measurement. So the Hex, it's a big item, but it needs to pay off.
Yeah, it's an investment in that aggression into catch. Yeah, could have been a BKB, could have been an AC, anything.
Could be anything. Yeah, but this is very nice. It sets him up also for later on. If he gets BKB and Refresher next, it's the collapse build, right? That's what he has been doing a lot in the past. The double arena, double spear, double Hex combo can do a ton of damage.
Yeah, very potent. They do deward that top left corner. I'm waiting for Roshan to respawn. Chen creeps, boars. They can all see inside, as can the Nimbus. A bit of free money for Ducalis, though, it looks like. And 10 seconds to go still.
It's not up yet. I don't think Tundra have any intention of contesting this. They're just cutting waves. We see Ramsey's pinging. He's like, I'm going to cut this wave. They're cutting, you know, as much creeps as they can here before the eventual fight is going to happen.
Yeah, pretty nice deep ward there from Omar as well, watching the approach towards Roshan. And quite often see the Lotus Pool ward and stuff like that, but this is even further.
I wonder if it's Void Spirit or Wind who gets the Aegis here. I guess it's going to be the Wind. There's of course the Beastmaster's reaching near unkillable territory with that plate mail now with the BKB. He's adding on layers of protection.
Did they see Pure there? I saw the Ancients dying for sure.
Yeah. He was under vision. He's not under vision now, but he's very close to them.
Oh, hello. Phantasm. Can we get the roar and the shackle shot in? Malik is being sliced, but they've got the stuns now onto the CK. He's dead. The kisses land. Nimbus offers no protection.
Oh, we see the plate mail immediately pay off there as he took barely any damage from a Phantasm hitting him for 3 seconds. Just didn't really do anything to him. Big pick off for them. Also got the Wisdom Rune. They forced everybody back on the side of Tundra. Tundra in a very uncomfortable situation. Just sitting in base right now.
Just a wait.
Push.
Yeah, like poke the creep wave, try and hold them back. Ramses is going in. I didn't expect that. Without his CK, Ramses makes the move. They've killed off Malik, sure, but they lose the Mars. A noob, he's all stunned up. The disables and damage nearly take him down. Pops the cheese, stays alive, and he's on the run now. Oh, the Gleipnir. Another catch, but a cookie bat gives Omar the distance.
Yeah, I don't know.
They've
that
held.
Looked a bit disjointed from the side of Tundra. It's a good stun, sure, but I didn't expect him to jump in there. He does have the chain stun, but you just can't take the fight without your CK. That was on the low ground, too. It's not like it was close enough for the Zeus to spam his nukes into it.
Still a win, though, right? You delay this Aegis timer, you kill the Beastmaster, who's probably the biggest hero on the map right now. You kind of trade Mars for the Beastmaster, but you also hold your tier 3, which didn't take that much damage.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still huge for him.
Now they get to go hold high ground in the enemy Ancients. So I said earlier 35 minutes for Quest. How much later can they go?
Oh, they can go very late. It's not like they are automatically gonna be weak in late game. They are strong, but I just think that Tundra's draft is serving a little bit better of a purpose going late game. So they shouldn't feel too much stress. Ultimately, though, they do have Chen, they do have timing, and with a lot of the auras coming in here, they have the Pipe, they have the Greaves, they have the Shivas soon. They are starting to get to a point where they're just gonna build invincibility for the team.
It's just meant to have been a little easier for them with this draft composition.
Everybody's gonna dodge here as the hasted Void Spirit is looking for blood.
Yeah, sprinting around. Nobody to be found, though. And a late smoke out of this bottom jungle. Lines drawn out by the Zeus saying, yeah, they could pivot anywhere. Let's just evacuate that bottom lane. And Pure can push all the way up towards Ancients and tier 2, but he's also TPing away from that.
Oh, might actually get baited by the Astral Spirit here as he sends it before he TPs out. They're now sniffing for the ET. They're like, hey, are you in here, buddy? Where are you? A lot of time invested for Quest, though. And good dodge by Tundra. Heart complete now on CK, so he's getting tankier.
And he's got a lot of freedom up top now.
Mars is rushing straight for a refresher next item. Also has the Ogre Seal Totem. Huge item for Mars to have. Any bit of positioning is always useful.
Yeah, who needs BKB? Ramsey's playing this hero like an assassin, a ninja. He's gonna come out of the fog, jump people, and kill them. And Pure gonna walk back away from Malik, who tries to start things off with that blink, holding the roar for now. Yeah, Whitemon just gonna get whittled down by normal spells and right clicks.
Yeah, nobody knows him. They're all gonna back out there. They don't want to be associated with that guy getting picked off. The creep wave is pretty far away though, so I'm not sure this is gonna turn into a push. They could try. Age is still up for 40 seconds. In fact, they have vision on the Beastmaster over here on the side of Tundra, but I don't think you can initiate on him. He's so tanky. Maybe if Mars comes nearby with CK though, then they actually can kill him. If they hex him first.
He's pinging it. Gleipnir to start. BKB immediately from Malik. No messing around. You see the lightning nets fly through the air and you're like, haha, no, no, no. I'm going to turn and roar up you. 9 class destroyed.
That's a great choice by Malik. A lot of players would not have insta BKB just seeing a Gleipnir like that. They'd be like, oh, it could just be Hoodwink, you know, it's just a bit of harass. But it was a very correct decision. The Blink Hex was not far away.
Yeah, very, very good read. Clever stuff. And that Shiva's Guard delivered to him as well.
Gets a kill on the Hoodwink.
He's going to die. Jump, though. Thunder God's Wrath, Nimbus, Arena. Now, no BKB means Pure can just jump straight in onto Malik, but look at how tanky he is.
Shivas.
Oh my god. They need a bit more and they can't follow through on it. Ramsey's trying to catch up with the Yoga Steel Totem. The spear connects on Chen, though, so Malik's still alive. Ramsey's dies. Pure gets himself out of there with a TP back to Fountain, but my god, this Beastmaster.
Yeah, Chen was there with the pipe as well to protect against the soul rend damage of the Orchid Malevolence. Stopping that. And they're playing under ward top. Whitemon gonna go down.
No chance for ET.
2 down, and the creep wave is already at your tier 2 mid. This tower is definitely the next objective. Can I get taken out?
Thompson's trying to get to his Octarine core. Maybe, try and hold on to buyback here, but he's a couple of 100 gold away from that even.
Yeah, tricky spot for him.
High ground defense still pretty good though, like you said in the draft. And Thompson just spamming out lightning with the Hoodwink as well, but a jump from Noob gets a grab onto 9 class. Nice sharpshooter to try and disjoint the initiation, but slain by the Astral Step damage at the end.
And Noob showing us why Void Spirit was a good pick. He's obviously a very, very solid Void Spirit player, but that initiation, you just can't really stop him. Gets onto a support, kills it, get out. Gonna find himself a DD rune as well, so nice reward after that kill. Tormentor just spawned here as well for Tundra, thinking about taking it. Gotta get where you can when you're on the back foot. Taking out Tormentor before it gets stolen, not a bad idea.
Yeah, quickly, boys, come on. bring everyone across here. Every lane being pushed in, though.
Yeah, they're being
mid shoved in, bottom being cut.
Being choked into their own base here. CK is trying to farm out with his illusions, but it feels pretty desperate at this point. They do have smokes available on the side of Tundra, and they're gonna do it on mid right now.
Man, trying to sweep out up into their own ancient spot where Thompson has just dewarded an observer. Quest equally sprinting from the bottom jungle up to try and meet them. But this is where terrain, the advantage for Tundra holding the high ground on the staircases, could come into play. Observer on the low ground, they see the jump with an Arena Spear. They've caught out Malik here, trying to drag him back into the massive damage out of Whitemon and Pure. That is so important for Tundra.
A great start to the fight there. And they tried to react in the best way they could with Quest, but they cannot really stop the single target burst if everybody just latches on like that. Ramsey's though.
Oh, he's still going to get caught here. Funny little spear. The Void Spirit jumped on top of him. Oh yeah, that double damage rune absolutely destroys the Mars as Quest, even without the Beastmaster, going high ground.
Just pushing, still have the wind, of course. Very tanky. But the Hydron defense is gonna poke them away here. I don't think they can really crack it without the beast nearby. They also did expand some of the stuff before for the fight. The pipe is on cooldown. They're gonna go hunting instead, looking for Pure.
Yeah, look for the Chaos Knight. Maybe think about setting up for next Roshan as well. Another pretty long spawn though on the big man. 2 minutes to go. The team's gonna know it's gonna be up in that dire side of the map though.
A little replay there of the spear moment. Very funny thing. I don't think he was even reacting necessarily. Just quick poke away.
And back to a little bit of calm. Gives breathing room to Tundra. Finish off the Octarine core, of course, on Thompson. Chaos Knight looking to finish off his Bloodthorn and gets an Assault Cuirass delivered now.
But did he not get vision of that ward? He got vision of it with the Lightning Bolt. The bottom ward here. 2 good wards for Dire. Needs to get found. I almost feel like even with Zeus in your team, you kind of want a gem just to really check for these wards when you're in this position. But of course, economy is tight. We see Whitemon is queuing up the gem next item, actually. He wants one on ET.
Especially if you're like potentially in different places of the map. ET kind of scouting out, looking for wards, hiding in fog. Zeus wants to be hitting creeps and farming. Don't want to waste my mana on dewarding.
Well, you can find one ward. There's still one in the area down there. Hoodwink. Can get jumped.
9 class, can we scurry away from the kisses? Noob closes the gap and has the damage from Omar. Backs him up.
Perfect jump on point. Oh, the fog war click right there. He didn't have vision on him, but clips him with his ulti. Zeus has to get back, and as Roche can spawn, or will spawn in 45 seconds, it's again looking like Quest just has the more dominant hold on the map.
Oh, I'm back. Just a little hiccup.
Took a little nap.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll come back.
It's Roche time soon.
It
Time
is
to
indeed.
wake up.
Yeah,
Hibernation's over.
Roche is about to wake up, and he's gonna have a lot of visitors around him. It's like waking up on your birthday, but a horror version instead. They're all here to kill you.
Surprise! Instead of balloons and cake, what is it? Death and murder.
Yes,
Knives and
axes,
blood.
spears, and weird magic.
And goblins and fairies and funny looking people.
Grandma is here with a gun.
Well, Thunder God's Wrath gives vision over onto the crest as they start Roshan, and Tundra just not in position to go to contest this. So Aghanim's Scepter available with that Aegis as well. Who gets what?
Winds is holding the Aghanims. Did she pass it away?
Yeah, she gave it. She had 2. She had her one she bought, and she handed the other one to someone else.
Oh yeah, she gave it to Void. Void Spirit already consumed his. So Void Spirit has the Aghanims and the cheese, and then the Aegis on the Wind Ranger. So the extra layer now. They have that silence and the double charges of the Dissimulate, or Resonant Pulse, sorry.
It's a pretty good test from Tundra. Yeah, they've not been behind. They've not been losing games like this the entire tournament.
They really
have
have
a chance for them to kind of go late game and show what they're made of, as Quest have looked incredible outside of, you know, maybe that one period where they lost Malik and Noob in a row. Everything has been tidied up the remainder of the game.
They have also reached some good items here. They have the Refresher over on the side of Mars. They have the gold for a full Bloodthorn next as well on CK if you want that. So a bit of item power spikes here coming in. Zeus working on a Refresher, still only halfway there though.
And just showing like that they can quickly kill the Beastmaster as well in that previous fight definitely puts a wrench in the works for Quest in terms of just going high ground. And
He has Aeon Disc now though. He has it locked and ready, so he's gonna unlock it if he gets jumped. So bursting him is not a great option anymore as well.
It's like Tundra posed the question and now Malik has answered it. Tier 3 down in the mid lane. Rack's open now, but it looks like they're still hunting for Pure, who is isolated out on the map.
Yeah, chasing. Oh, he got caught. He doesn't have a way out of this one.
Shackle shot into chain disables, scythed up. The little piggy has nowhere to run.
Yeah, gets caught. Quick and easy pick off here, and I think they even spotted them here before the smoke. They're running straight at them. I don't think they saw him actually, but they have a good read. Gem is gonna deward.
I guess the natural move is just like, oh, our CK's caught. Let's run to him. Let's go and try and force a fight. See if we can get to him before he dies.
Yeah,
Good understanding from Crest. That's kind of what was happening there.
trying in whatever way they can here to get something, but this smoke is gonna fizzle out into nothingness for Tundra. They do have 2 more smokes on ET still, so no shortage of smokes, but shortage of opportunities for them.
Oh, wave almost cleared with the spam from Tundra, but the double catapults are still here. And bodyguarded by Malik and Noob, who just step up to the front lines to bring down the melee barracks. And Tundra don't want to buy back on this CK. 20 seconds to go, so they'll glyph, try and delay the push as much as they can. And hold on to the secondary and tertiary lanes.
They're just accepting it. They're gonna lose the mid lane of Rax here. 10 seconds for the CK. I don't think they're gonna stop though. Quest looking confident with that Aegis in hand. Windranger using her ulti even. Perhaps that means that they are gonna back out. Doubt they want to fight without it.
Look at Pure just TPing right in front of their faces as well. Like, yeah, you want to continue pushing? Oh, I don't think so.
5 seconds for the Wisdom Rune. Gonna go Void Spirit's way here, I think.
Not really a good way to get out of the base as Tundra either. They kind of got to wait and see if Quest make a move and, you know, TP out elsewhere. Try and back up, then they can maybe swing out, find some stragglers.
Yeah. I mean, they're just in a very firm hold right now. All of them just sitting in an aggressive position. We see Quest moving around. Preparing if anyone sneaks out bottom here of Tundra. So Tundra are just stuck right now.
So Pure pops Phantasm to push out bottom wave, push out mid wave, but also holds a couple of illusions in the mid lane with his real hero in case the fight breaks out.
Yeah, I mean, the Phantasm is a big commitment, so they could try and fight after it. It's sometimes hard to tell if he used Phantasm or if it's just Manta with new facets, since he can get the new innate. He can get the extra illusion. Oh, jump onto Thompson here. Gets hexed up.
Oh, and in come the kisses. Noble dragging back with a remnant. TA2000's here as well. Zeus does have buyback, but they've also made the secondary move onto the Mars in the back. Ramsey's up on his high ground, thought he was safe, goes invis, hides away. Now, with a roar on him though, doesn't get to spend any of his spells just yet. But Pure trying to jump into the back, Malik getting zapped by that Nimbus as Ramsey's finally launches the Arena Spear, but that's it, he's dead. 70 seconds with no Mars, and you're still trying to deal with the Aegis Windranger, the cheese on the Void Spirit, with the Ether Remnant taking out Whitemont. Elder Titan gone with no buyback on him, and Pure so controlled. Phantasm is there, but this looks disastrous for Tundra right now. A 5 versus 3 as Pure has so much on his plate. Thompson gliding it up again as Malik makes the walk forward. TA2000 has a shackle shot, catching onto the Hoodwink in the back. Pure running for the fountain, but there's little piggies going to market. Chopped up, sent to the butcher, and 9 class is dead as well. The roadkill Hoodwink splat on the ground.
Dear God, that turned morbid quickly there. Poor roadkill. But yeah, impressive stuff from Quest here. They absolutely dominate another